You know, I love those. I like bathing suits a lot. In fact, it's funny, but I'm not like as thin as I want to be, but I'm really toned. Like I don't have any flab or cellulite on me and stuff. So sometimes I look better in a bikini or lingerie than I look in clothes because I'm you know what I mean. I'm sometimes I almost look, you know, I don't look as, I don't know, just look good. I like myself in that stuff. I just don't try and pressure me into anything else because I don't enjoy being pressured, and don't call me too much. You know, call me, but don't call me too much because that annoys me because I'm very busy. And I mean, I like to go out and have a few drinks, but don't try and get me drunk, please. Because I will get drunk and that still won't get you anywhere. And I don't enjoy being hungover. So I don't like it. People are always trying to insist, you know, have another drink, have another drink. And these are all the people that I've just dated and not had, you know, in between relationships and not had relationships with. They didn't go anywhere. I hate it when people try and force me to drink. And I know that they, not force me, but try and encourage me to. Because I know I get awfully funny when I'm drunk, but it's not worth it.
But they still can't get you
I don't get any
bed.
easier, I just get funny, yeah.
Oh.
I think usually it should be dinner and then some other sort of form of entertainment, even if it's just going to another nightclub or something. And what else?
How should he conduct himself on a date?
Polite. You know, I like someone to hold my chair. I don't like someone to order for me. He should ask if you want to order, if you guys want to, you know, order a bottle of wine, or would you like, you know, a drink or something like that. Be generous. You know. If I mean, I don't have to go to the most expensive restaurants in the world. In fact, I don't really like the most expensive restaurants. But you know, not obviously don't tell someone that they're on a budget. And they can only have the entrees from here down. And I've never, usually my relationship, my female friends, most of them are all trying to set me up with somebody successful that isn't in my business. They think I'd be happier. That's mostly how the conversations go. Oh, but Dr. So-and-so. And I talk about my relationship a lot, and I talk about theirs with a lot of them are married or living with someone. Men are more respectful of what they say, but I hear men saying, you know, oh, look at the ass, or that's a young one, or, you know, that kind of thing.
And do women say this as much?
Yeah.
How's it different?
For some reason, and I really don't see what the difference is, but when men do it, it feels degrading. And when women do it, it feels like the man would, if he knew, be on top of the world. You know what I mean? But then again, you know, I was in the gym a couple days ago, and I was with a trainer. And there was a guy in the same room and a girl in the same room. And the guy made some comment like, gee, it's doing some good. And then he left and hi.
Hi, that's my roommate, Julie Shimon.
Nice to meet you. And the guy left the room. And the trainer guy I was with said, you know, what an oaf. And the girl that was over in the corner said, I mean, what a, you know, how could you, like I was supposed to be degraded by what he said, and she said something the trainer, I think he was just jealous. We have kind of this competitive thing going on, and the other girl, I don't know, you know, she was like feminist, and she made a comment like, you know, doesn't that bug you? And I'm like, no, it made me feel good. Like, he didn't say anything wrong. I don't care, you know. Yeah, he was an oaf. I mean, it was kind of nerdy, but, you know, felt good to me. and they kind of like both shut up. So, comment on my, no, I happen to like hearing people comment on my appearance if it's favorable. It doesn't make me feel bad. But, and I think the only thing, you know, I think I must have lied, because the person who, I think I'm just jealous when I hear people, guys do it to other women, if they're not being rude. And when women do it to guys, I'm not one of those women. So I can't really relate to it. You know what I mean? I mean, if I found someone attractive, I keep it to myself. I'm not real verbal about it. It's always been more, I mean, if I thought someone was so attractive that I was going to have to like do something about it sooner or later, I would not do anything at first. Anything at all. And that's always seemed to be the best strategy. So.
That's why you haven't commented on my legs.
Exactly. Gee, you got my number.
What general suggestions would you give men in general on how they can get along better with women in general?
You know, men are, I hear them always complaining about how women, you know, are so emotional or so this and that, and she has so many problems and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, men and women have the same problems. It's just women acknowledge them and they live in that turmoil. But they also don't stuff them down. Men don't even realize they have the same problems. They're just there churning at the surface, where men are stuffed down. That's why they have heart attacks and don't live as long and all that kind of stuff. And I don't understand what men feel that is so painful about acknowledging stuff rather than just like skating on the surface and pretending it doesn't exist, or even if they know what's there. So it's really hard, because I've tried to give men advice. I would say just be patient. And a lot of times I've tried to give men advice and it's like I'm speaking Chinese to them. They don't get it.
What do you mean? You try to give men advice on how they can get along better with women and they don't understand what you're saying?
And yeah, or they listen because I'm obviously an intelligent individual. I mean, I have guys that come to me for advice about their girlfriends. They listen. And then probably when I walk away, they go, oh, because she's screwy too. You know? Because I get real animated. I'm like, and you shouldn't do this when she does that. You know, that's so mean. You don't understand. But
Yeah.
I've only had, you know, a few long-term relationships. And those short ones that I did go to bed with, that was enough for me to, it was just like instant, like, no. You know, never again. I can't even remember what was so bad about it. It was just basically no chemistry on my part. You know, my boyfriend that I'm with now, he, I wouldn't say that he would have to be more tender, more patient, more anything in that area. He was not, I know I've given him a lot of confidence, because the person that he was with before me tried to, she screwed with him in different ways, telling him he wasn't doing this right, he wasn't doing that right, and blah, 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 blah. And yet she was the one that constantly coming after him, so she screwed with his confidence, and I don't really have any suggestions for him, because that's the only area where if either of us have any suggestions, it's not like, oh, you think I'm doing that? It's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's not like I in my relationships, I haven't really had a big problem there. So I just say, don't have an ego about it. You know, if someone has some suggestions, don't have an ego about it. You know, and it's not, I guess I don't have an ego about that area because I'm like a public person, and there's not people watching me, and I know it. So I don't have to be doing everything right.